Good afternoon and welcome back to Crafting Hearts with Cheryl. Sorry I've not been around much, but I've actually been on holiday for 3 weeks, as you can probably tell from my setting. I'm currently sitting in the caravan for my awning. But whilst I've been away, I've been working on my design team project for TsunamiRose with her Ambrosian Volk kit, and it's been a great project to do, but I've also had some of her ephemera to make, so it's taken me quite a while to do it. But here I am now at the final stage, and I would like to share it with you today. As you can see, that's my completed journal. I've completed it with some sari ribbon that was sent to me. I've put a couple of danglies on the bottom, but if I stand it up, I've decorated it with some floral fabric, but then I went and covered it in 2 different types of lace, and then I've put a crochet doily on it that was gifted to me. I'm actually going to be keeping this journal for myself, but I am going to be making another one, and I'm going to be doing it as a giveaway, which hopefully won't be too far away. I'll be home next week, but I've got a couple of things that I'll be doing next week, so I'll get a chance to start on it next week. And what I'll also do is I'll also do it in another hardback book format rather than a soft book format, because I've managed to get 4 spines in here, and I think considering I've got 4 spines, it's actually not too bad. I've kept a lot of writing space in this one for me because I'm going to be away so much with my caravan this year because we're sighting. I thought it'd be good during the day I can write down my thoughts or whatever, so I've left myself with plenty of writing space, but there's plenty of pockets and hideaways as well. So let me just try and unwrap this, and you see it just all collapses like that. So at the very front bit, I'm just checking that you can see this. I think maybe if I do it like that and move that away, you will see I've got some of that floral fabric. You can see, and with some of the extra fabric I had left from the front cover, I've made a pocket. And this is a piece of TsunamiRose's ephemera that I've just turned into a little notebook with some coffee and tea dyed papers, and you can see I've got some effect there. So that go good, and keeping that in this little pouch. And then it's going to be hard trying to let you see it, but this is the first of my 4 signatures. So I've just got, again, it's a bit of ephemera that I've started with, just because it was a shorter piece. But here I've got a piece of actual kit paper, and it's lovely and bright with different things on it, but she's also managed to maintain some of the vintage things. And this is part of her kit now. It's just been a bit of ephemera, and again that looks like a painting for that one, but what I've just done is I've just went and I've done them on book paper, but then I've put tea dyed paper over them, and it's additional writing space. I just thought keeping them in there was quite nice like that. The pages that I've got blank, I've went and I've stamped some wee flowers. Some are better impressions than others. I've got some tea dyed paper, and here I was intending to make it a little flip, but I haven't quite figured that one out yet, so I've left it as it is. And this is just a square piece of paper that I've folded in half, and if you glue it along the top and just put some ribbon on, support it, and you get a nice wee tuck. And again, that was another piece of ephemera papers. And here in this other wee one, I've actually got a little tuck in this bit, and I've got pockets in that one, and it's just a wee booklet saying dreams can come true. And you'll see I've got a lot of lace that I've used. I've used 4 different types for the edges of the paper, and using them for different bits that I've created. The words are also come from TsunamiRose, and I just quite liked the wee shape of them. I also got some of our like circles and rectangles for like words and phrases, but yeah, I just felt these didn't really fit on them very well, so I've just kind of kept the words to themselves. And this is the first of the that kit writing papers. You'll get so many just printed, and then you'll also get more that's done with lines on them for you writing with. And the dark backgrounds have just been faded down enough so that you'll be able to write on them. And I've got some vintage music page. And this one, it was actually meant to be a wee matchbook booklet, but I've put the paper on upside down, and I've got another wee word there, and if you just open it up, and you'll see I've taken a wee snip. We've got more writing paper, and then we turn it over. Again, we've got one of these are TsunamiRose's pockets. You get quite a lot in the pack. I've used 8, and I think I've got about another 8. But I've made another wee booklet here. When I seen the kit that I'd picked, I found this napkin that I thought suited it really well. So again, I've just made another wee booklet for writing on. And these pockets could also hold things like photos and any other wee bits that I collect while I'm away. We've got more of our kit paper. I've not backed them with anything because I just thought the kit didn't necessarily need to be all tea or coffee dyed paper. I think some white in it really brightens up a bit. And here I've got a little paper clip using some of our ephemera, and this is just one of the wee pockets from the kits. And I'll just open up that weight box. That's one of our wee words that comes in the kit. It's create your own sunshine. And I have also got, this is part of our ephemera as well, and again I've just coffee tea dyed them, and I can use them, can write wee words or wee phrases in them. So let me just get this back on the page. I hope you guys have all been keeping well and the weather's been not too bad for you. Yesterday and today it's been clear blue skies here. Lots of sunshine. And you can see I've got a tea stain on my hand, so that means my tan's coming out. So here again is another page from our kit, and you could write on the top part, even down here, and down the bottom if you wanted, you could just put a photo or something there. Here I've done a belly band, but I've actually done this belly band so that you can also put something in here as well, so like that. This is paper from our kit and just some lace with wee diamantes. and one of our ephemera pieces, and its pockets in there. But I've yet to put stuff in there. And this is one of our for your signifying a page. If you want to keep it open, but I've glued these onto the page, and you can know that there's like a pocket there. But again, that's just another page of writing paper. And I've added some lemon paper, and here I've got, it is a pocket, and in our first wee pocket I've just put some pieces of ephemera. Same with the second one, that's a little journaling card from our kit, which you could change the size to make bigger or smaller, whatever suits. And again, this is another bit of piece from our ephemera kit. I actually think that's one of the journaling cards, and I've made this tag using some different pieces of our different papers to create this. And I actually think the way it's turned out looks a bit like a mason jar, but I love collaging with these papers because you can get such different effects with it, as you can see with that one. Then on our next page, it's just writing paper, tea stain paper, and this is another one of our pages from our kit. I haven't put anything on this yet. I might, depending how much I fill it with, I might put something else on it. We've got more writing paper here, tea stain paper, and in the centre I've put an envelope. It's like one that you can maybe get your bank statement in, and I've just glued it down the middle, and I've actually sewn it in with the signature. Now I've made these wee booklets, but I've done it as flips, and you can see you can put wee things in there, and you can do it on both sides. This side's got a couple of pieces in it. I'm going to be honest, that was quite a bad move doing that with this kind of pocket that I've done, but it's me. I wouldn't expect anything less. And again, I've just collaged on this side of the envelope, and then here I've just put, that's one of our tall journaling cards, and that's one of our ticket that comes with the kit. These can go in here any side, and then in the middle, again it's just, you can write on that paper. And then I've just put a wee bit of book page that I had, and I just thought it was quite nice adding that to there, but I really like this on its own, this side, so I didn't do anything with it. But on this side we've got the window, and I've left some writing paper and book page, and I have just put in again another one of our tags, but this one wasn't collaged, but I just added one of our wee words and just put a wee tab on. And I think I've also got another piece of our ephemera kit. It's all vintage, which I think goes really well with this kit. I think I really like this kit. It's been great fun working with. And again, tea stain paper, plain writing paper. We've got a wee belly band going across the page, and this is another wee booklet I've made. I could have left it for writing on the front, but this is what I was talking about with the label and the wee size of the wording. I don't think they all wouldn't fit that size. So I just tried it with that bit, with some, oh God, I can't remember the name of that now. That's shocking. And some green ribbon. I actually got, I don't know if she's still doing it, but it was an offer in the UK, fantastic ribbons, and if you spent £25, you were getting a £25. If you bought £25 worth of ribbon, you were getting another £25 worth of ribbon, so it was like £50 worth I really got, but only paid 25. And there's some stunning ribbons in it, but when I'm home I'll do a wee video and show you the ribbons that I got with it. So we've just got the writing paper, there's no point, I'll just keep showing you again. I've got another one of our papers that again I'd like to do something with it, but I haven't decided what yet. And here, this isn't a paper clip, this is a little tuck spot. If you've got something big like a picture or something, you don't want to actually glue it in, you could stick it in there. And again we've got another tab there. And again, this is one of our papers from our kit. I love this one because it's all been collaged with all the different vintage pieces. I mean, this looks as if it's from cowboys and Indian times, but I love it. And this was another piece of, I think it was just additional papers, full size, and this was one of the handwritten ones. I just put these pockets that you can buy them from TsunamiRose. They've all got really positive quotes on them, so you can pick and choose the ones that are relevant to you and put them in. And again, this is another one of our journal cards, but this one's slightly smaller. And this is again another one of our papers, but again you could write over this page, so I've left that one as a written page. And we've got another hidden paper clip here, and it's with one of the bits that come from our kit, and it's good things take time. Let me just get this off. This was from our kit as well. It's like a wee file folder with the tab. You could maybe print off a couple and maybe join them all up together, or maybe do two and put a bit of paper to join them together, and you can make like a proper wee file folder. And as you'll see with my stamping, I've not just stuck to the one design, I've done different ones. More writing paper, and again with this music paper, there's nothing to stop you from writing all over that. And here is one of my first danglies. GK showed you how to do these type of paper clips. Just you get a small piece of paper and you wrap it round and you glue it in, and you make sure you can see your top and your bottom. And this is a piece from the kit that I just thought was kind of cute. And here's the pieces of the two different types of laces that I've used. And then I've put again another one of the wee ribbons that I got. It's a polka dot one. Why, look, I don't know if you can really see that. You might just now hear, I think it's a helicopter. There seems to be quite a few here. I'm actually down at the very bottom of Scotland. And yes, it's a helicopter. and I'm just going to be able to see it in a minute. It looks like the rescue one. Hope somebody's okay. Again, more writing paper. And I didn't put lace on every page. I mean, you'll see sometimes the lace is quite close together, and there's other times where I've got gaps. This is one of the other from the additional paper kits that you could get. I feel that you could write on that one as well because it's nice and light. And I've got more tea stain paper, and here, this is one of Daisy's kits, pockets from the kit, and I've just actually glued it onto the page and just added some, that's another wee tag that I've made, just collaging all the pieces together with a wee tab, and that was in the ephemera as well, so there's enough wee writing space there for people. Sorry, I've not got the daintiest of fingers, so there we go. And that's the end of the first section, and I've just put a little bit of, I think that was the last of that lace ribbon that I used here. And on the next one, this was just a bit of card, light card, that I just covered in really old music paper. I believe that music paper is over 100 years old now, so you've got to be very gentle with it because it tears dead easily. So it's another one of these booklets, and I've just got some ephemera in there, and same on the other side, but I've actually decorated the front side. And on the other side we've got another paper, and again in here these were part of the kit as well, so just got two wee bits in there. And then in the next one we've got a small journaling card, and this was a part of the ephemera that you could do a wee bit of writing on. And you might hear my dog growling just now. And here's another tag, stroke journaling tag that I've made using the napkin that I felt suited the kit. And I've just put on a wee bit of lace with one of the flowers, and that was a paper tab from the paper that was left. Once I had cut out the shapes, I just cut tabs in them, and I've just put two of them together on there. And again, more space for writing, and again this was one of the additional pages. You could write on that as well, but it's I find it interesting just reading these things because they have been from genuine things. This one is from February the 28th, 1939. And then we've got more writing paper. And this was a paper that that had been given to me. I think it's like a canasta sheet, I think it is. And it's green and white. I felt suited the kit, so I added it. And then I've got more writing pages, and then I've got another belly band across the middle, and in here I've got three different pieces of ephemera from my ephemera kit, and I've just backed and thingied in the tea stain paper. And you don't need to hold as many as three things, you can just use one or two if you like. The good thing is a lot of the stuff that I've made, you can, for when you're wanting to write in it, you can actually take out and put aside until you're ready to put everything in. This is a little paper clip that was from our kit that I thought was quite good and quite relevant to the world just now with COVID. And this was another piece from our kit that I've just turned into a small journaling card. And this was, we all know that big delivery company that begins with A, that brings us lots of nice packages. This was actually just some of the paper that comes in the boxes that I thought would be different. I can't remember if I glued two together to make it a bit thicker. And this was an envelope from the ephemera set, and I have just put another tag that I had made with the napkin that was gifted to me with a bit of lace, and put a paper tab, and I really think they look like mason jars or jam jars, if you would like to call them. And this is another one of, these are from the kit as well, and there's also positive quotations on them as well. This one says, "There are so many beautiful reasons to be happy," and I've just turned it into a journaling tag. Now if you wanted, you don't really need to keep that envelope closed, you could keep it open like that. And I've left some space for writing, and I've put, it's just a wee tag that I thought went perfectly with the envelope kit. And here we've got another one of those pockets, and yeah, so in the first one we've just got some small pieces of ephemera that have been put onto book page, and then I've put tier coffee paper on. I felt this wee pocket was needing something, so I just put a wee quotation on it. And in the second section, we have got, sorry, we've got two wee tickets in this one, and then two pieces of bigger ephemera that, like the rest, have just been put on book paper and then coffee or tea dyed paper. And I've put a quote on the top of this one. I thought I'll just keep them quite positive along with all the other stuff, and that was from the kit, if I remember correctly. And I've just turned it into a journaling card, and this was a piece of the ephemera that I've turned into a journaling card. I suppose if I wanted, you could also use the other side of that little the wee paper clip that I showed you before. Sorry, I'm losing all my words today. It's because it's been that long since I've done a video for these, but I'm going to try and be more organised now and do more on a regular basis for you. So this is another one of the papers, and I've just put lace on, and again you can write on this one. And this one that looks a little bit risky, but you'll be able to see what I've done with the actual paper bit of the kit for this one. And again, this is another invoice that is light enough that you can write on. Funnily enough, my husband and I took a wee dog out for a walk just after lunch, and I said to my husband, "This is so quiet here today. I mean, it is a quiet site, but it was unbelievably quiet. But now I'm guessing people are coming back from wherever they've been, and you'll soon, you might hear some voices. And this is just some more writing paper, another one of the positive pockets. And that's just a piece of ephemera that I've decorated and put on, but I've made this wee booklet using one of TsunamiRose's papers, and again this was from, I think that was from the ephemera kit, and I think I've lost a wee diamante. And this one, on one side you can write down, but on this side is a pocket. I think with the heat the glues and stuck that, so we need to get that glued back down. And I've just put lace at both sides of them. And more writing pages, again another one of the papers that I've still to do something with. Because I've been here at my caravan, I've only had limited supplies with me. I really brought all that I needed just to make the journal, and not a lot of stuff to make extras. So you might find I show you what other things I make to put in it when I'm home. So we've got more writing paper here, and this, I thought this was lovely. It's like a wee handwritten letter, and it looks as if it's given people's different birthdays, I think it is. So I like that, and that says now in the centre. Well, that is number 2, and that was on the other side of that lovely letter. It's like handwritten, I think it's like for a recipe. You can put something on that. We've got more writing pages and another pocket here, and that's one of the tags from the kit. And I love the colour of the bird there, and the butterfly, it's so red. So we'll stick that one back in. And this is another handmade one that I've done. I've just collaged from different pages and just added a wee bit of crocheted lace, and I've made a wee tab using the cheesecloth. That's it. I knew I would remember. I just didn't think I was going to remember whilst doing this video. So we've got more writing paper here. That's one of the pages, but again you can write on it. And that is a writing page, and I've put another wee tuck spot there. That's a side one with more writing pages, and this is like a letter that's been typed. And then we've got more writing paper, and then we've got one of the pages that I've put a wee tab on, that comes with the kit. And this again, this is another one of our pages that there's some space for you to write on, but you could also put pictures of that on it. And let me just check, we're nearly there. I've made one of these. It's a loose pocket on each side. You just fold down your pages and make corner pockets, but inside I've just put tea-dyed paper on the other side. So I've decorated with a little journaling card there, but this is one of the bigger books that I've made, that I've used some ephemera, some cheesecloth, and one of the quotes. And this one I think I'm going to put a couple of booklets in, but you can see I've used some of the writing paper from the kit. And I've just put, I've just used staples, and then I've put seam binding along the edge. And on this one I've put another wee quote and just some pieces of ephemera. And I'll take that out now. And then this side of that paper I was telling you about, I've got this, I can stick something in here, but with the tab, if I open the tab, I get a lot more writing space, and you've got a quote here on the end. This one I think is I really like this one. If we would just slow down, happiness would catch up to us. How true is that? And then on the other side it's just blank for you to write on. I just felt this paper was a stronger paper to take the weight of this pocket, and plus it was wide enough as well, so it just slides in. And then we've got more writing paper and a hidden paper clip, and that's just been done with pieces of ephemera. And this is another one of the pages. I mean, they are busy, but it's easy to see all the different elements that have been added to it. More writing paper. And then we've got this. It's a sporting page anyway, but I can't tell you what one it is for. I'll need to see if I can find out. We've got more writing paper here, and then we've got this letter announcement that's done in the beautiful writing that you could also write over that if need be. More writing paper, and then this is a belly band that's been collaged with different bits of the paper, and this one the lace has actually been stuck down with the quote done on top. We've got one of the tags from our kit, another one that looks like the paper from the kit, slightly bigger, and that's from the tall positive journaling cards. So it's a lovely rose, and they've all just been done back to the book page and then tear coffee stained paper. These ones I just thought I would do each of them at a slant like that. And on this side again, that's that card, and that's the end of section 2. It's one of the pockets. This one I've just stuck straight down, and this has been a handmade tag as well. It was quite a big bit of the paper that I had left, and then on this side it's just been like a balance sheet with some crocheted lace. Okay, we're now on to section 3, and this has been, I can see through the napkin. It was here in the UK we get books called Hens, and it's been done for all the different cars that you can get, and it pretty much, if you get a fault, you can look up this book and it tells you how to fix it. I got an old one in the charity shop, and I thought with this napkin I would put it on it, and I absolutely love the effect of it. This is one of my favourite napkins. And on the side, on the back, I've put more of that paper from that big company we know. And like the wee star I've got on the dangly, here's another one that I've turned into a hidden paper clip, and it's just a bigger version of that we've seen earlier. So I just made that into a journaling card as well, and just stuck that in. And we've got another one of the positive pockets, and another one of the tall ones, and then another one of the tags from the kit. I can't remember the name of the kit, but when I get later on, when I'm uploading the video, I'll get the name of all the bits that I've used, and I'll get you the website that you can get them from. But she's on Etsy as well, and it's TsunamiRose. She's got all different kinds of kits, but I chose this as my first one for the design team project, because I just thought it was quite good for this time of year. So we've got more writing paper with a smaller piece of music paper. Here we've got another one of the small belly bands, and this has been a handmade tag, collaging all the different bits, but I've also layered 4 bits of that crochet lace because I thought it looked really nice. Another one of one of the words, and a bit of cheesecloth, and that's a paper tab that I've made. This is a butterfly from G-Care. She's recently done things using a laminator, and it's a laminated butterfly that I've added on to it. And then I've got a postcard. I believe this one is actually from the kit, and like everything else, they've been backed and then glued with tea stain or back paper. Another one of her tag, and one of the smaller journaling cards. So there's quite a lot in that wee pocket. Could maybe thing that out with some of the other places that I've missed. And we've got more writing paper, and we've got another big oh, my words have lost me, but you can see what I'm talking about. Again, we can put the words in their belly band. That's it. And then this one, again, I've got that postcard. I think I printed some of the kit twice, just to give me a wee bit more selection. And this is another handmade tag that I've made, using different bits of the paper. Maybe I'm putting these in at a slant, and we've got another one of the paper tags from our kit, and that comes from the Rosie's tall journaling cards. I think they're also on our shop as well, and this was another piece of ephemera that I'm going to stick in there. And then we're on to more writing paper, and there's another piece of small page. You could write on here, and again this paper you could write on, and you could also put something on. And on the back we've got this large tag with 3 pockets, and I'll start with the top first. So in the big bit I've just got 3 different bits of the ephemera, and they've all been made into journaling cards and stuck in there. And then in this pocket I've got, it's like a wee matchbook card. I've went and doubled up on the pages, the edges, just to make it a bit stronger. And then this should come out like that, and I've put one of the quotes on, and there's writing paper. You can write me notes, but you could also store things into that booklet as well. So in there we go. And then we've just got some smaller pieces of these two I think these all come from our kit. Oh, and I've got something else in there. Yeah, these all come from the kit, I'm sure. It's either the kit or the ephemera kit. And we've got more writing paper, and again this is this handwritten page. I would put like a picture or something on here. Sorry, can't get my fingers. And we've got more writing paper here and one of the other pages. We've got a collector's receipt here that you could write over. More writing paper. And we've got an envelope that's been stuck down here. And in here we have a small journaling card. Well, they're all small journaling cards, but that's from our kit. And I think these two might be from the kit as well, or else it's from the ephemera kit, but I've used the two of them together in this journal. And then we've got more writing paper, tea stained paper, the other side of the handwritten paper. There's quite a lot of writing paper in this section, and then the small page. And then we've got more written paper with a hidden tag with a piece of ephemera, and you can write on these pages. And then here we've got another one of the positive pockets, and we've got one of the tags from the kit and a piece of ephemera. I feel that the ephemera kit works quite well with the kit. In this lemon paper here we've got a paper tab. I think it's still a bit wet, so I just done them this morning. And then we've got more written paper. And we've found the other side of that small piece of music paper, and I've put a top tag so you could hold something small up there. And then we've got more written paper. And here we've got one of those pockets from the kit on one of our pages. But I've left it so that you can put stuff in behind it. And it's a small journaling card and then other pieces of ephemera. And here is a smaller version of that file folder with the tab edge on it. I've got more of that nice paper, and that's the end of section 3. So we're now on the home stretch. So on this we've got the handwritten paper, and I've done one of these pockets again that's got the small pieces of ephemera in. On this side I have decorated it a little bit, and we've got the belly band going across the page, and I've put in some pieces of ephemera that I've turned into journaling cards, a bit from the kit. And here I've made another booklet using what is like a customer payment page that I've done with a stapler, so I've just put a bit of lace over to hide the staples. And this was a bit of fabric with cheesecloth, and I've done the word to kind of match the same colour. And again I've used some papers in here along with some tea stained paper, and again I could put some pockets in there if I wanted to. So there we're back onto more written paper, and here we've got another positive quote, and these are our pink journaling cards that you can buy from TsunamiRose. There's quite a few in the kit if I remember, and here is a yellow of the Rose journaling set. I've just turned, you could either turn them into tags, but I've made them into journaling cards. Same with this, it's the front of a letter. And so there's plenty of spaces for writing in this journal. And here I've got a bottom tag, and I've just put one of those journaling cards in to hold it there. And here is a handwritten paper that's light enough for you to write on. Then you've got all this writing space. I've got a paper tab here, again that's from the kit, and this wee paper clip is from the kit, and that's just a piece of ephemera, and I've put it onto one of our pages. And then over the page we've got another one of those tag shaped pockets, and on this side I've put a pocket in here, so I could actually put this tag that I've made, and I've just collaged some of the different pieces, and I've used a bit of book page to create the tab. I'll stick that in there. And in here, that's just a big pocket in it, unlike the others. So that's definitely from the kit, and I think those two are from the ephemera kit. So I could put two in there. And we've got a belly band. And then this one is just 3 pieces of ephemera that I've got in here. And again, with the lace, I've glued the lace down here. And then I've just put a quote, and then I've got a bigger, the quotes all come in different sizes, and I've just got one, the bigger shape, and I've just drew around it, and then I've cut it out in book paper just to make it look a wee bit different. And then we've got more written paper, some lemon paper again, and this is one of the pages. It's actually got that image on it, and I've put 4 wee diamantes on it, and you'll see I've got a paper tab, and I've put a wee quote on it, so pull it that way and it's got pockets, and that's just pieces of ephemera in it, but you can also pull it out this way, and then it gives you writing space. I like that kind of pocket. And then more writing space, then writing papers, and this is a banker's bond, but it's a blank one I think, that you can write on. Another one of the papers that I've left because I feel you could write on that one as well. And then we're just back to the tea stain in the back of the white pages for writing. And here we've got another one of those pockets with a side that comes from the kit, and I believe these have all just been filled with pieces of ephemera bar the small journaling card. I like making those wee pockets as well, and you can do them in all different shapes and sizes. And me being me, I mean this journal would not be me if I hadn't done something wrong. And in true Cheryl style, I have actually done something. I don't know how, because the opposite page was the right way, but I have somehow managed to put that in upside down. So I will probably cover that up, I think, with maybe one of TsunamiRose's papers. And then there's more writing paper. And then on the side of this one, it's another one of those positive pockets. And it's just 2 pieces of ephemera, 2 big pieces that have been turned into journaling cards. And there's a paper tab on that page as well. And then we've just got some more writing pages. And that's another page that you could write on and put something down here. And then this is the other side of the big music paper. And I've just decorated with a bit of rose, a quote. And I've put in, I think this was one of the first booklets I made. And again, it's been done with staples. And I've put seam binding over to hide it. And then some pink lace, and here I've just put a wee quote with some cheesecloth. And in this one I've put a wee side tuck here, and I think it's all just, yeah, it's all just tea stained paper in this one. And at this side again I've put the 3 wee pockets, and I've used the writing pages. I've just chose 3 different ones. With butterflies and the duck, and you can store things in there. And that one goes in there. And then that's the opposite side of the music paper. And then we've just got some more writing pages. And again, another page that you could put something down the bottom, and then you've got that wee bit there that you could write on, with more writing papers. I mean, there is a couple more pockets I think that I could put in this journal, but I'm just going to wait and see just now. And that's handwritten paper that you could write over the top of. More written paper. And here we've got another hidden paper clip that's been done with a piece from the actual kit, and it's holding a piece of the ephemera. And there's space on this page for writing as well. And then we've got more writing pages. And then this was the last of the proper pages, and I'm going to do something here but I haven't decided yet. And on our very last page we've got a small belly band. No, it's not, I tell a lie, it's a pocket that I've made using the papers, and you can just store things in there like that. And I haven't opened it anywhere else, it's been stuck flat. So that's the only bit for sticking things in. And on this side of the back page, with the lace, bits of the lace that have been used here and here, I've had a wee bit left, so I've turned them into pockets as well. And I've put a piece of ribbon at the bottom just to make them a wee bit more sturdier. And again, it's more of these wee pockets just holding pieces of ephemera that's in there. And then that's the end of it. So I'm glad, I hope that you watch the video and you have a look through the journal, because it might give you some inspiration. And I'm going to be home next week. I'm hoping to maybe get a project done that I can do on video, and maybe when I come back here I'll have something to do as well. And just to let you know, I am going to be doing a giveaway soon, so if you know anyone who likes doing these things, ask them to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's Crafting Hearts. And if you go onto my page, you will get the link. If you can share it on your Facebook or your Twitter or your Instagram, and the more members I get, I might be able to offer some more prizes. But I will announce soon when that's going to be. But I thank you for joining in with me today, and I'm sorry if I've kept you so long doing this video, but you can go and have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee now, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.